In today's video, we're going to take a look at a couple setup zones in the stock CACC. Now here, one of the first things that I looked at was the fact that price was clearly above the 200 simple and the 50 simple as far as the moving averages. Right now, the 5 and 13 are still signaling a buy mode, but that could change pretty quickly. But I will still watch two different zones for possible buy entries. Now, one of the things you have to remember about this work is that I don't know if these zones are going to hold or not. But if they do, and they trigger an entry with the triggers that I like to use, which are given out for free on my site, so don't ask me what the triggers are, just please go to my site, go to the Start Here section and learn how to use them. And there are two areas that stand out. Okay, so one is going to be possible support that comes in above this prior swing low at 210.26. The support comes in anywhere from 211.15 to 214.24. And then there's one other area that I'm going to look at that includes some of the larger symmetrical projections. It also overlaps, let's say, a 786 retracement of one swing, 1272 of another, a 50% of yet another. And that zone comes in at 205.20 to 207.50. So bottom line is, if one of these two zones ends up, holding up, if we see the market respect it, go down to the lower time frame chart and see if it gives you a buy trigger that tells you that it's worth placing a bet against one of those zones. If we do hold above there, typically the target you're going to look for, so say for example if we held this recent low, the typical target's going to be the 1272 extension off of that low, and that would be your potential upside target. Bottom line, we are pretty much on top of the first zone. So you can go to the lower time frame charts and start looking for some buy signals against these areas. If they do trigger an entry for you, the upside potential initially is going to be this 232.75 area. If they break, or if we break both of these zones, then I am backing off the buy side until further notice, and I will be wrong on those setup zones.